Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
To kick off for Denver.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
It's 4th down.
And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well timed there by Rich Richard Sherman, a sack on the corner blitz. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke, he's got his big tight end Fant. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 1st down, Locke. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
At the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Denver.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Chargers 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. Pass incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards is the the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Herbert back to the air. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd, and
they'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First down, Broncos.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locked. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returnable now for Woodson. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Credit the sack to Von Miller. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. shotgun snap for Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to have his run back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing quickly, and completes it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there, and another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 10 more there, and another first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. On 4th and goal, here's the option. Going quickly out to the right side. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. at the 34-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
now to the air. Lock. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. It's QT. 20, 10.
If you were me, you
all the way home for a Broncos score. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And then open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
It's so many things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got his man on the out route. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. It's intercepted. Put down by Michael O.J. Moody. Interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, He expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down now, it's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it to the goalpost. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man in stride complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. He takes care of the ball real quick, so they keep handing it to him.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. the 50. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the gun, Herbert. And it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Here's Herbert now on second down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Third down and goal.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Take it at the 15, a short kick.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. You're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. To throw is Locke. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now Locke. Open man is QT complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down, Broncos.
Locke to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Going to throw it here. And his throw is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw. Lock. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there. And they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved the hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end that feels a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
24. Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Clock management 101.
He's got his big tight end field. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throw it with Locke. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but, yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the Broncos, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.